Okay, so this is part of the Greenway Red Rock Trail system here. This is the old Cane Creek branch of the Birmingham Mineral Railroad at Louisville and Nashville Railroad. And this is looking right back, just a short way down there is the Mineral Springs where they had the rail yard. So this section right here continues on with the Cane Creek branch. So if you park right there, you kind of think the trail's going to go this way. But what it is, they probably had to negotiate with property owners down there. So you can park here, go walk here from Mineral Springs behind me, or you can go further up the road to a car park on the side, and you got to walk around a trail built around private property where the continuation of the trail goes. But from here on to the other side, that they had to negotiate, I guess, with the property owners. They couldn't build the trail on the rail bed through here. So anyway, but that's okay. The other section, all that, I mean, the rest of the trail is just down on the other side. You just got to park further down the road. So, but this area, they weren't able to make it into a trail, probably without the permission of the property owners, and probably didn't give the permission to. So anyway, just a little update. Okay, this is looking back towards the Y for the nickel plate branch on the Cane Creek branch right up here at Watson and Mineral Springs. And this is looking north, and diagrams. There's a couple of photos taken in 1907 of the little rail yard here at Mineral Springs. And in the photo, there's a water tank, and then the milepost maps L&N has. There was a water tank right here, and I just kind of wonder if those four foundations right there, those are old stone, that was for the water tank here. So interesting. Too bad they didn't clear this out to where you could see it. But I mean, that's just a guess right there. Could be for the water tank for the locomotives so they could take on water here at the little rail yard at Mineral Springs, but that's just hard to say. But anyway, I tell you what, cross ties are everywhere, of course, but I'm not going to walk all the way down there. But anyway, just wanted to take a look and see if there was any foundation remains, and of course there are with that, and that's just a guess if that's where the water tank was. So all right, we're gonna proceed on north. Okay, so down in this holler, this is one of the original Kosmo mines by Pratt Consolidated Coal Company. This would be one of the drift mines. They had several drift mines. Kosmo coal drift mines. I believe that was on the Pratt scene. So it's all sealed up, but impressive. Yeah, you had a big overhang here, but that's a lot of sandstone right there. So I am sure, you see it's been sealed up for decades, man, long time. But I'm sure it's probably caved in. It looks pretty open right there, but it's probably caved in. If you look at this top cover right here, that right there is terrible for a coal drift mine roof support for the roof. So probably had to have a lot of timbering, probably about every 5 feet or so. But anyway, it's neat to find it. This is just one of them. There's supposed to be 2 or 3, I guess. So, but anyway, it's just another little piece of coal mining history attached to the railroads. Without the railroads, this wouldn't happen. So, and the railroads wouldn't have built the line unless they could get their money from the coal mines. So, all right. So, very interesting. So must have been some issues, understandably so, with some of the property owners on the position of the Cain Creek branch and why the trail did not extend on the whole rail bed right there, because that's part of the rail bed. But this is private property. This is a ranch. So you got to stop at the car park or park up there. No cars past this point, and you come down, and the trail continues right here. So they have it no parking because you're right in the entrance of private property, which I don't want to video. So the continuation of the trail starts right here. You know, they'll go around and hook up on the rail bed. So that's neat. So they did, looks to be they did extend this out to Newfound Creek where the Trestle remains were. So, but you don't really realize that till you come down here. You got to take a look at the signs again, and you can either walk from that car park way down there or pull up there. Just make sure you don't park past where it says no turnaround. So anyway, so we're going to continue on this route, and all this over here, back up around over here, was the site of the Orano mines of Pratt Consolidated Coal Company. And then further down, you have the Durant mines, Crocker Mountain mine, or Crocker Mountain, the Durant mines. But passing the Kosmo mines, and these are the Orano, well, the Orano mines were up here. Of course, you know, everything's closed. But anyway, they did an excellent job, man. Beautiful fence line coming up here to the rail bed. So, film a little bit more as going on down. Okay, so this is the trail that where you come in on, and it connects with the Cain Creek branch. You can see they covered up a lot of the cut right there because that leads right into private property. So that's and so this right here begins the next section of the Cain Creek branch, heading for the Watson, what was later the Watson Coal Mining Company, the Watson mines. The Orano mines would be way up to the left, and straight ahead would be the Durant mines, and then Crocker Mountain. They had a huge spur that circled the mountain. And then on straight ahead would be Newfound Creek, where the Trestle was. I think that Trestle burned down in 1906. Say some kids set it off with fireworks, and shooting fireworks near it, and it caught fire. Don't really know the validity of that, but either way. But anyway, looks like they've done another great job extending this trail out on the rail bed. So we'll just keep walking down this way. Okay, just a little video. Just the grading of this rail bed was done by L&N-Cain Brothers Contracting Company of Birmingham. They did a lot of the railroad grading work for various rail lines in and out of Birmingham, and it's presently known as done construction today. So the trestle work, depending on which document you read, the maps you look at, there were 32 trestles originally built for this line, and it originally was 17.5 miles long before being extended out to further out to West Jefferson and southern Walker County. But the trestles were constructed by W.H. Moore and Brothers of Jasper, Alabama, and they were experts at trestle building. They had a unique system, one of a kind, for building these trestles. So they're the ones that constructed all the trestles. Dunn and Lalonde did the grading for the rail bed, and W.H. Moore and Brothers of Jasper did the trestle work. Okay, maybe coming up to the Watson Coal Company mine spur line that branched off to the right, and I guess a good indicator of that is that remains of coal right here. So that's what the Cane Creek branch specialized in, was coal, specifically built for coal. So, but that's a good indicator that you're near a coal mine right there. So anyway, hopefully the I think around the corner up there, the Watson Coal Company mine spur line should be up there to the right. Okay, looking back towards Mineral Springs on the rail bed / walking trail, and I think this right here is the spur line that would go on to the Watson Coal Company mine. Been out in that direction, so that's I need to, I get back, just confirm this is the location where I'm at, but I think this is where the spur line branches off. Cane Creek branch heads in this direction and then curves going up this way towards the where the Watson coal mine was. So I just thought I'd just stop and document that real quick. Just need to check on it later on, make sure this is the right rail spur line. Okay, this is looking back to the northeast, if you want to say, or to the east. And this right here was one of the trestles went across this line here. And what they did years later to keep maintaining a lot of these wooden trestles, they came in and had this process known as trestle fill. So they take gravel, rocks, everything, and then just put in a new pipe culvert, or a series of pipe culverts, and literally fill the entire wooden trestle up with rocks and ballast and everything. And so basically cover up the wooden trestle so they wouldn't have to do any maintenance on it. I think all the trestles were made out of longleaf pine, 12 by 12. So from what I've read, so this is one of the trestles that they filled in right here years later. So you can see it's probably about 40 feet high, maybe 50, right here. So they've got a pipe culvert down there to allow the water to transit underneath the rail bed. So anyway, we're just going to keep heading on this way. Okay, so that's a look back to the east, northeast, if you want to say. So it's a good 3 miles from the car park, walking along the railbed trail to the Newfound Creek Trestle location. Don't know if I'll have time to do this because still over a mile and a half away. But I'll see maybe if I can do it under some kind of time constraints today. So see if I can push it on through to get there. But you see, it was a real challenge, man, to build this line. I mean, this was rugged country when they built this. So you see those are deep ravines, another high ridge line right there. Coal mines were everywhere. So, but anyway, that's a look back. And that's a look ahead towards Newfound Creek. Okay, so this section right here is another trestle field. This is where another wooden trestle was, a high one, maybe 60 feet. Right here, you got a nice lake down there, small lake down there. But this is, like I said, this is most likely, you know, where they did another trestle field right here. You can see plenty of cross ties everywhere, of course. But anyway, very scenic walk, very nice. So, all right, we'll just keep heading forward. Okay, well, getting there to the Newfound Creek Trestle site, but this is another trestle fill right here, and I mean this is probably 100 feet, seems to be, that they had to fill in. So this was another trestle. They had them numbered. Reports indicate the 17.5 miles had 32 wooden trestles. Different heights, different lengths, but they had them numbered, if that's right, 1 through 32. So this could be number 8, as far as I know. And the Newfound Creek Trestle is number 10. So probably maybe just a quarter of a mile, maybe a little more from a trestle site. So we'll just keep heading this way. Okay, it's looking back to the east. So getting near the Newfound Creek Trestle remains. I think this is the last of the trestles that they did a trestle fill on this section. It's about to get to 80 feet down. The trestle must have been about probably near about 300 feet across, maybe a little more. And so the next stop up here must be where the Newfound Creek Trestle was. So, and we'll just continue on through till we get to it. Okay, once again, this is looking back to the northeast, and it's nice. I got a little picnic table there, right there, if you want to take a break. So this is the end of the trail right here. And this is where the Newfound Creek Trestle was. Right here you can actually see some of the remains right there. Beginning of the trestle, the piers. So this is trestle number 10, constructed between 1903 1904 by W.H. Moore and Brothers of Jasper, Alabama. So it was 110 feet high. I think measurements were 684 feet long. And when it was built at that time, it was the highest and longest wooden trestle in the eastern United States. So all down there, there's concrete or stone foundations for the trestle piers. And if I recall, it's made out of yellow leaf pine. 12 by 12 was the circumference or the width of the wood they used, but they only used yellow leaf pine. So it stretched out across here and took a slight dog leg to the right, and down below would be Newfound Creek. And just beyond that, when it went around the corner after it crossed, would be Crocker Mountain and the Durant mines, and then heading towards the Ramsey mines, Yalamo of Slough Sheffield, and past the jet mines, and then it would get the Lynn's Crossing, break towards the Banner mines, and later the Mary Lee Railroad to the Flat Top, Bessie mines. But it broke off to the Banner mines, but this one continued on towards Littleton and Vulcan. Went to there's a branch for Savory mines. The main line continued on up through Littleton, crossed the river and into southern Walker County on its way back to West Jefferson County and the Praco and later the Maxine mines. But it's too bad this got burned down back in 2006. So if these people, where the project gets the money, I don't know how in the world they're going to build this or rebuild it. It would just be a massive undertaking. Who knows how much this would cost? But anyway, this is the side of the Newfound Creek number 10 trestle. I was thinking about going down there to the bottom, but that's a lot of thick underbrush down there, even in the wintertime. So not going to worry about doing that. There'd be nothing to see if you want to see some of the foundation remains. But this is a good indication of the fire that took place in 2006 on this trestle. You can see the burn marks on the wood right there. So yeah, it did a complete job. I think there's a picture too when this thing was on fire. Let's see if I can find it. But anyway, gonna take a break for walking on back. It's a long walk, but maybe they'll get the funds to do this. But I tell you, this is probably one of the best walking trails, if not the best walking trail in the Birmingham district, is this Greenway project. My hat's off to them for doing this and making it possible so people can come out here and visit, because there's almost no way to come visit this site because so much of this area has hunting clubs, various hunting clubs. So any of the roads that you used to be able to come up here, you just can't. They're gated off, no trespassing. And so with them doing this, at least it's a little bit of a walk. It's better to do it if you have a mountain bike, which would be more feasible than walking if you wanted to. But even though there's nothing here, it is nice to finally come to this site and see it. So, but anyway, maybe I'm not sure if they've got the continuation of the walking trail on the other side. I don't think they do. Maybe they're working on that. But got to get past this first. And they got a lot of obstacles on the other side with private property rights away. So anyway, take a break and just start heading on back. But really great to see this. And like I said, hats off to the people at the Greenway Project for making this happen. It's a beautiful, beautiful walking trail and beautiful backcountry. So we'll just go and end the field trip here and take a break and make our way slowly back to the car park. But excellent little early morning field trip to see all this.